Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex Competitive back in today. What's up, brand new video? And as always, down in the title below will be the topic we're talking about today. So I did mention this, yesterday that I was probably going to be talking about another high school DxD video, and I think I have one more to do that I know of in my head, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but I was, kind of creating the concept, the idea for the video. So maybe later on I'll let you guys know about that. But put the pitchforks down. I know I've talked about the art. I know I've bashed the art, and I think rightfully so, because I do truly think that the other art is better. But even with that said, I do got to say, there's still another category, or I guess that this isn't everything. This isn't the whole, right? This isn't the group as a whole. Art isn't everything that's going to be revolved around for this show. One thing doesn't necessarily make something bad, but in this case, sure it could, and that is because High School DxD does have a meta. It is self-aware, and that's where it draws its comedy from. It uses the fact that it actually does have these just preposterously overly good looking woman, and that's where the comedy comes from. It was made like that intentionally. It's supposed to be that way because that's why they have the perverted character and the dialogue in which he speaks, because it's something that's really funny. It's outlandish, outrageous, but yet it's still something that the audience can understand through the eyes of Issei Hyodo in the show, and that's huge, and I will admit that. And I think the art style makes it look more kawaii or aka cute, and that kind of ruins its own meta of having foxy woman just wandering around. And it is what it is, but still, that was the comedy. But the biggest thing I really want to hop into here is it's about the characters. Right? You have the narrative. We know the characters. We're used to what's going on here. Yes, they do look different, but they are, still them, even though sometimes a show feels totally different, even, if characters do look different. The show can feel totally different, and that's something that we won't be able to truly tell until we get into the show and the new art style and everything that's new visually within the show itself. So you may have to put, pick your pitchforks back up, but at the same time, I do got to say, these characters are the characters. Their personalities are the personalities. Now, is that going to change too? Can Studio Passione capture who these characters are? And that's huge, and because I don't think I've seen any Passione work, and I'm not sure how good they are at capturing that. Each studio can capture a character different. You can give someone a description, you can give someone a persona, but unless they can truly capture that persona, that's the question to ask. And at the same time, you may not even want to blame Studio Passione. Maybe it's Ichibumi? I can't remember how you exactly pronounce his name, but maybe you want to blame the author, the creator, because he's the one who drew these characters first. He's the one that has the illustrations for these characters, and that's who Passione is going to be following, and they're going to be following the source material very tightly. Maybe TNK somewhat misrepresented the characters to begin with. I don't know. I haven't read the light novel, but I don't know. Issei's character seems like that's who he is, in general. So I don't know who to blame if things go bad necessarily. Is it the fact that the source material was done better with TNK possibly, even though in Season 3 they kind of went off track? I know the first 2.5 seasons were amazing. I loved them. I loved Season 3 even. I loved all of them. Maybe, Passione, even with the art style change, they'll even capture High School DxD somehow better. And maybe the art style change will drag it back. Maybe it will latch onto it, and just weigh it down and say, hey, you're not as good as what you once were. You're still good, but you're not that comedy greatness per se that you once were, because you've ruined your meta. You've ruined your self-awareness. You can't be self-aware if the art style and the females that are supposed to be, that are the joke of the show, that are supposed to be overly good looking, are now more cute looking teenagers instead of young adults. That's a question you got to ask yourself. I don't know what to tell you right there. That's something that I don't even know for sure. But as always, guys, see you guys on Hex. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter, X25. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.